Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A solo edition, where I answer sporting questions from the chat. Manchester United bid for Patrick Dorgu, so we will be discussing that. And Chelsea to bid for Garnacho. So it seems from reports a bid will be made from Chelsea at some point today. Big up to everyone who's just joined over from the raid from Troops' channel. Back again. Shout out to Troops, Lewis, Monts, the whole back again gang. Big up to everyone who was here already. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, hit the like button on the video. You lot already know what to do. Hit that like button on the video, share across all the socials, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. So hit the like button, and that's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. Retweet and like from Twitter, like I said, at Sarcasm City TV, and share from Instagram. And just as important, make sure you subscribe. Sarcasm City TV, roll to 15,000 subscribers, and get your questions in. Like Warrior J said in the chat, this show, this live stream is all for the lovely citizens in the city of Sarcasm to ask whatever sporting questions they want to ask. If you're a member of the channel, your question will take priority like a super chat. So if you're a member of the channel, I will star your question and I will get to it. And of course, if you super chat, I will also get to that as well. But if it's a non-super chat or you're a non-member and it's a great question, I will also get to it. Link is in the pinned comment for the membership. Many great perks, including the one I just mentioned. Over 130 of you lot in the building. Are only at 15 likes. Let's get up to 60 likes, people. Hit that like button. Let's get up to 60 likes. Like check 1 2 1 2. Like check 1 2 1 2. Big up Warrior J, David as well. Big up to Damien, who says shout out to the chat, and big up Flawless Pause. Hope all is well with you and the fam. Been very busy these past few. I'm blessed. Fam's all good. Hope you're blessed too. Big up to Warrior J. He's been kind enough to drop all the Amarim quotes as well from his presser in regards to the Fulham game. I'm sure we spoke on Rangers and probably transfers and players, etc., etc. A lot has been said. Jeez, I'm just starring them all now. Damn. But yeah, like I said, get your questions in, people. This is a solo dolo one, so I'll be able to get to more questions in the chat. And it don't have to be on Manchester United bidding for Patrick Dorgu. Don't have to be Chelsea's potential bid for Alejandro Garnacho. It may be something else, which is absolutely fine. But let's get to this anyway. What's this? Amarim on if recovering late gives the Manchester United team belief. It also depends on the leader, on the coach, a lot like that. I think we need that. I think we need that to get the feeling of belonging. For that, we also need time to train, because to stay together, and that is really important. Fairs. Amarim preseason, spending 3 weeks together, creating something, and then you want to create something new with these players. I want them to know me in a different way, not always preparing the matches with stress. We don't have time to do that. I think it's really important, and I think it's the secret of teams. Even when you have the best players, if you don't have that feeling, it's really hard to win. So I want to build something like that here, but we need time from that. So what he's gauging, what he's saying there is a preseason is key, as we all well know, and how he's just been thrown into the fire and he has to deal with it. He doesn't have the time to prepare as he would like to prepare. He doesn't have the time that he doesn't have the time to do what he would want to do in preseason. He mentioned that. Getting to know the players getting to know him better, learning players' personalities, because then you know whether to criticize heavily or whether they need an arm around the shoulder, etc., etc. And also to help on the pitch, tactical standpoint as well. That makes perfect sense. Amarim on Casemiro, he has to be the characteristics, and then I have to choose to play with characteristics that I see in the game. So it's just that. I have to make some choices. I want to play a style of game that is sometimes different from other coaches, and I have to choose based on that. That's all. So he's basically saying Casemiro don't fit what he's trying to do, which makes sense. However, I would love to see Casemiro alongside Agate in the system just to see it. But Amarim's the gaffer. Amarim on goalkeeping situation. No, it's always an even fight, but this was rotation, was prepared. I also think about the mistake and then the idea I sent to you guys and the fans, but the rotation was done. Everything was prepared, and we have to deal with that normally. We have two really good goalkeepers. They need time to play. They need space in the team. So this rotation was prepared, but that mistake was my concern. But in the end, we continue with the same plan that we did last week. So he's basically saying that despite the mistake, this is what I'm gauging from it. Despite Onana's mistake, Bayindir was going to play anyway, and we've seen that. Bayindir played against Spurs in the Carabao Cup. He played against Arsenal in the FA Cup, and I believe has he played any Europa League games? Someone let me know. I swear he's played at least one of the Europa League games. Let me know. Hey, big up Sheik every single time. Make sure you lot subscribe to Sheik TV every single time. Amarim on buying there. I see him in the same way. He's prepared to help the team, and that is the most important thing. So yeah, Amarim saying nothing really that I didn't know beforehand, just things I thought of in regards to the Casemiro, quotes. Casemiro not suiting in regards to preseason and needing more time on the training pitch, all makes sense. Buying there playing instead of Onana, despite Onana making a mistake in the previous game. Big up Tyrell, man, every single time. I'm a rim on Bruno. I think he's a top player, and then people talk a lot about his frustration always with his arms in the air. Sometimes it's not a good thing to see, but you have to see the other side. When you are under pressure, he's always the guy that wants the ball. He's always available, and that is so important, especially in the Premier League. First, so he's being fair with his critique. He's not. But we've seen him play Bruno in the 10. We've seen him play Bruno in the pivot. And he's even saying there, Bruno throwing his arms in the air is not a good thing. However, he's saying he always wants the ball, which sometimes is a detriment. Well, fair enough. Bayern there showed me more than enough. He had a setback in the Spurs game, but responded well in my opinion. First, big up to H, who says, Viva Garnacho, running down Chelsea's wing. Hear the Chelsea fans sing, Viva Garnacho, Viva Garnacho. And big up to Tyrell Gunner as well. Big up to my guy Mohammed. It says, we are not signing Garnacho. Do you see Viva Garnacho chant at Old Trafford? If Garnacho heard that, he must stay. Surely he won't turn his back on the fans. It's like you lot with Conor Gallagher. Was there not you lot chanting Gallagher's name? Did you lot not put a banner up at the bridge in the shed end? Talking about if we sell Gallagher, we riot. Was there not merch? I swear there was merch sold. I swear there was mugs sold and things of that nature. So yeah, man, same way you lot sold Gallagher, we can sell Garnacho. Alejandro, let's get him to the bridge expeditiously. Let's get him to the bridge. Let's get him to the bridge. Exactly that. Viva Garnacho. About Fulham, what lineup would you put since Fulham is a tricky side to play against, and thoughts on Collier's performance yesterday? I started with Collier's performance. I thought it was decent. And what I expected, because I've watched Collier when he's come off the bench, and he seems like a decent player. And similar to what I just mentioned with Casemiro and trying him next to Agate, play Collier so we get these questions answered. We're going to have no idea how good he could be if he doesn't play. You need the opportunity. It's like the Euro. You need an opportunity, a fair opportunity to succeed or fail. Play him. And if he's terrible, then we know, all right, he ain't ready. We know this. Or you play him like you did yesterday and he goes, all right, it's decent. Yeah, we almost got caught on the ball. But other than that, for one of the Rangers chances, he's played well. Like, if he played against Fulham, for example, I'd have no problem. But the lineup I'd go Bayern there and I'd go Maserati right-sided centre-back. De Ligt central centre-back. Martinez left-sided centre-back. Wing-backs, Diallo. I'll play Diallo at right wing-back, Diallo right wing-back. Malacia left wing-back. I'll play Malacia left wing-back. Central midfield, I've said this, he's not going to do this. I'd personally go Casemiro and Agate. And I play Eriksen and Maino as the 10s. And then Xerxes up top. That's my perfect team. That's what I would play. But he ain't going to play that. And to J2 says, why do you turn members only on in the chat sometimes? I said I'm broke, but I want to comment, bro. Now, it's not anything like that, JT. Did you not see the bots in the chat? So for those that don't know, I don't know what's happened, but we're getting robots and bots in the chat, fake accounts talking rubbish. And the only way to get rid of them is to turn it on members only. So that's why. So it was all because of the bots in the chat. I thought you're not a fan of Ahmad at wingback. No, I just think he's better in the 10. However, with Eriksen and Maino, I like that. I like that. Like, I'm cool with, like, I'll sacrifice Ahmad playing at wingback because we have nobody else to play at wingback. Put it this way, I trust Eriksen and Maino as 10s more than I trust anybody else at wingback. Does that make sense? And I say that. Like, Eriksen and Maino are better 10s than anybody else at wingback. Then Maz at wingback. Definitely Delo at wingback. Malacia at wingback. Who else we got? I mean, shit. Are we that sure at wingback? Delo, Maz, Malacia. Like, I'd rather see Delo play right-sided centre-back. Like, he played right-sided centre-back during the Rangers game once Malacia got on. And he actually will play the ball forward. He'll try and play it through the lines or he'll play it over the top. So I'm with that. What is going on there? So yeah, that's what I'd say. So yeah, as much as like going forward, I want to see Ahmad in the 10. But for needs must right now, let's say we were to sign, let's say we get Patrick Dorgu and sign another wing back, whoever. Now play Diallo in the 10. Now I'd want it to be Diallo and Maino in the 10 because we actually have some attacking threat from both wing back sides. So that's what I'd say. Yeah, the bots have been moving crazy. I don't know what's going on. Bots have been moving mad. But yeah, continue. Hey, run up the likes, you lot, man. What are we doing here? Are we only at 24 likes, man? Let's run up these likes. Let's get up to 50 likes. Like check. No, I said 60. Let's get up to 60 likes and hit the subscribe button. Continue to get your questions in as well. Make sure you do so. Oh yeah, with Patrick Dorgu, because I just mentioned it there on the wingback situation. I'm glad it finally appears Manchester United are addressing a problem area. Whether because he can play left wing back or right wing back, I'm all for. So if you got him at one wing back side, Ahmad at the other, and then you got Ericsson in front of that with a Maino, even though that won't happen, I'm all for it. Let me actually just pull up the tweet. Give me 1 second. That it says about Dorgu, because it seems like it's a good price. Seems like it's a good price. 1 second. Hold up. Let's see what's what. Hold up. Let me check this now. Just trying to pull up the tweet. Give me a second. Of Patrick Dorgu and getting some more information. Anyone in the chat know anything about him as well? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Sad, what's up? Chat to me, Sad. What's going on, man? Big up, Sad's Football Corner. Make sure you subscribe to my good friend, one of my favorite Arsenal fans, one of my favorite content creators. I don't know why you're hating on me, you know. I don't know what happened. Sad, what happened? Talk to me, man. This is a safe space. Is it because the Arsenal title charge is over? Like, is that what it is? Let me know. I'm lost. So, all right. So Manchester United have sent a new bid for Patrick Dorgu as revealed today. Proposal now in excess of 30 million euros, with club trying to get it done. Also after green light from the player 2 days ago. So today, me just says definitely not a good price, bro. What? Dorgu's not a good price. Why is Dorgu not a good price if that's what you're talking about? What is 30 million euros? I don't know why they put it in euros. Put it in pounds, man. It was like 25 M's. Yeah, I don't. Nah, what you mean you agree with him? Why don't I deserve a mic? What happened? Damien, you heard. So how can you say I heard they want 50 M's? But so how's it? I'm lost. How's it not a good price if we've not offered 50 million? When we've offered, it says in excess 30 million euro. So let's say it's 35 million. It's all love all the time, man. You already know, but our attack isn't. But we knew your attack was unreliable, Sad. So why did you think Arsenal were going to win the league? Your attack was unreliable from the start of the season, the game week 1. So why did you think Arsenal had a shot? Genuine question. Why did you think Arsenal had a shot? Let me know, Sad. You had Havertz and Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, Jesus, Sterling. Am I missing anyone? Trossard. That was your attack. Why did you think that was good enough to help you win a Premier League? Nah, Arsenal were in the title race. They were. They still technically are. Because City are awful. Okay. So because you thought City were going to fall off and you were going to be there to capitalize, and then Liverpool did the damn thing. Fez. All right. Yeah, they're only 6 points off Pool. So they're in the title race. Yes. Let me know, sir. That's why it's sarcasm. For asking how is that? So, Hassan, big up to Hassan. Make sure you subscribe to both Sad and Hassan. Let me know, Sad. That's why it's Sarcasm City TV. How is it by asking him a question? How am I supposed to get information from him and be able to continue the conversation and understand my good friend Sad if I don't ask questions? That's it. What I mean is if you end up paying a 50 million, it's not a good price. Well, of course not, Damien, but no one's offered 50 million. So I'm lost as to... But first, would Kirkes be an okay signing? From what I've seen, he seems more of a fullback than an actual wing back. But he seems like a good player. He does seem like a good player, but I'm not too sure about him as a wing back, because playing wing back and playing fullback, whole different conversation. But he seems like a good player. You're so fraudulent. You said that so sarcastically. This is just my natural tone. I don't sound different. Sam, you spoke to me outside of it. This is how I sound. Man, act like I have a different voice. What we talking about? Appreciate the super chat, man. Big up Hassan, man. Appreciate the super chat. He says more sarcasm fun. Hey, appreciate it. Big up, man. Big up. SG, good to see you in the chat, man. Big up SG, member of the channel, always supporting, regular on the fan calling shows as well. Mr. Unknown says, I like Kirkes. I want him to be in red. Yeah, Kirkes, like I said, good player from when I've watched him and having a good season at Bournemouth. He is. But I just, not concerns, that's too strong, but doubts about the wing back role, because it is, you have to be much, when you're playing wing back, you have to be better going forward than you are at fullback. This is why Delo struggles so much. The reason why Delo is receiving so much critique, because he's not a wing back. He is a fullback. And yes, limited going forward, but you see more of his limitations when there's no left winger or right winger in front of him, because then the onus is on them. If you play with left winger, right winger, the onus is on them to do the business going forward. When you're the left wing back or right wing back, the onus is fully on you. You have to create. Literally have to be a winger. You're taking up winger roles. That's why it's wing back. Whereas the others, fullback. Yeah, Kirk's a baller. Yeah, Kirk's quality from what I've seen, 100%. But big up again, Hassan, for the super chat, and continue to run up these likes. But yeah, with Dorgu, I'm all for it. If we can get him for 25 million, cool. 25 million, 30 million, 35 million, anything like that, cool. From what I've heard, very, very good player. Jez was talking about it months ago. Kaneki vouches for him. Steve vouches for him. And he adds some much needed pace, power, athleticism to this team. Because, boy, we are a slow team. We are so just one-paced marathon runners and speed walkers. We just have the inability to go from box to box to box to box is crazy. To the ability to do this, like I keep saying this. I watched Bournemouth Newcastle last weekend, and yeah, Bournemouth packed up Newcastle. But what was so good about the game and what made it so entertaining was the pace of the game. Their abilities from both sides to go box to box to box. Did it countless times? Newcastle would be on attack. It would break down, Bournemouth would break. And then it break down for Bournemouth, and then Newcastle would go. And it was with intent as well. And it was also quality on show. We physically can't do that. We are physically unable to do that. Physically unable. But hey, Yash says, well, we will improve. I think he will, just because, like I say, Malacia got on yesterday. For Malacia's limitations, he does add some. He adds some pace, athleticism, some bite. He actually has that in his locker. And we just don't have that as a team, which is crazy, considering we're one of the most physically demanding leagues. And everybody else has it. And I keep stating this. Amarim mentioned this straight away. He said, yeah, this team lacks the physical attributes needed. Look at all the teams. They all have it. You look at the top 8. They've all got it in abundance. If I go through the Premier League top 8, like Liverpool, they have it. Arsenal, they have it. Forest, Chelsea, City, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Villa, Brighton, Brentford do. Fulham, not as much. But even then, they got Adama Traore there. They do have some moves, but look at that. The top 9 have it, and that's not an accident. That's not an accident. That's not an accident. Xerxes and Maguire come back incoming. Where is Xerxes coming back from, Mr. Unknown? As for Maguire, he's done well this season. He's played well. Yeah, he's played, even though he's made 2 mistakes in 2, but that's Troops' fault. That's Troops' fault. Because every time Troops has gassed up the United player, they've then gone, oh, and being over the top on smoke, carried the team, being your best player, all right. And then they make mistakes. Bruno saved United, but his performance wasn't brilliant. It was a Bruno performance, some very good moments. The goal, very, very good finish. The pass for Diallo where he should score, very, very good. But then he's got the Bruno stuff that the manager's talking about. Giving the ball away, poor decision-making, shooting when you should pass when you should shoot, pass not being weighed correctly, etc., etc. Fred was small but had the physicality. McTominay had it. Shaw had it, but injury prone. Pogba had it. We've lacked it for a while. And even with them players, it wasn't enough. Fred had it because Fred could. McTominay was just 6 foot plus, but physically didn't excel at anything. No acceleration, no top speed, wasn't strong, wasn't powerful. They have crazy jumping ability. He had stamina. That's it. But from a physical standpoint, he didn't really do anything. Shaw, the same. We've watched Shaw not overlap. I'll never forget that. He lacks it too. That's why he's a better centre back. We just need some players that none of them man ever. We need some. I keep saying this 100-meter, 200-meter runners in terms of builds. Look at 100-meter and 200-meter. For anyone who watch athletics, how they're built. And then look at our team. And all you see, like I keep stating, is marathon runners and speed walkers. No one else in the Premier League has that. No one else. What happened to Muntz's prediction 4-1 Rangers after we watched the pod? That's him on some foolishness. You know what he's like. You know what he be on. He on some stupidness. Give me one sec, people. Give me one sec. Had to check in people, make sure it wasn't an emergency, and it semi-is, but here we are. Why can't they run and be strong? They should be, Ash. This is what I'm saying. We need players like this. Everyone else has them. You can run, be strong, and also be technically very, very good. But people, not you, Yash, but people act like you can't find that. That seems to be what we're getting with Dorgu, for example. He can run, he's strong, and he's also technically good. That seems to be the way. And there's players throughout the Premier League who are like this. We just struggle. And all your players don't have to be like that, but you have to have some, in particular, in midfield. Midfield, out wide, you need that. 110%. You need that. You do. Big up AJB, man. Says, question, please, Flawless. With Garnacho likely leave. All right, so I'm guessing here what you're asking me is, with Garnacho likely to leave, do you think Rashford will? You know what? I think at first, the past few days, I thought it'd be one. I thought Garnacho would leave and Rashford would stay. But now I'm leaning more towards both of them going. I don't think like Rashford's in training and still not making the squad. Like that working relationship has broken down. He didn't make the squad after being in training. So, yeah, I think both of them will go. Flawless. Aston Villa just signed a right back for 7 million and United about to drop 30. Should they scout better? Who's the right back they just signed? It depends. Is Dorgu going to be a hit? If Dorgu's good, 30 million well spent. If Dorgu's bad, not 30 million well spent. Pretty much my thoughts. Do you think United have a chance of finishing top 6 this season? No. Soccer junkie must leave. I hear you. Question, please, Flawless. With Garnacho likely to leave, do you trust you get the replacements in this month? Absolutely not. I don't trust these men to do the right thing. Absolutely not. No, I don't trust Manchester United to do anything. I don't trust us to do anything, to be honest. Flawless, where's your biryani? I'm on the pod. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm on the... Well, this is a podcast, actually. Yeah, I'm on a live, and it's just me. If it wasn't just me, I might be eating. I want Garnacho to stay, man. He played okay versus Rangers. Also, he should have scored twice. Mr. Unknown, are you United fan? Just out of interest. Because you're new to the chat. So I like to know who everybody supports. Bayern there definitely needs more playing time. I agree with that. 100%. I run up the likes. A Spanish right back from Spanish second division first. Like I say, yeah, you support Manchester United. So what do you think Garnacho does well? That's what I'm asking you. What do you think Garnacho does well? I want to know. I genuinely, and that's is there any United fans in the chat actually who think that we shouldn't sell Garnacho? Like, I'm not even debating. I just want to know why. I want to hear the other side. So to you, Mr. Unknown, and to anyone else in the chat who's a Manchester United fan, do you think we shouldn't sell Garnacho? Please tell me. I want to know reasons as to why. Flawless, you do YouTube full time, looking to start a channel? Yes, I do. And yeah, man, start a channel, crypto. It's good fun, man. Enjoy. A lot of work. Have to just be consistent. But yeah, it's good. And big up Canadian Cam. Says people losing it over selling selling Garnacho is crazy to me. We can't complain we don't sell right, then sell right and be mad. You know what it is, Canadian Cam? Because they want us to sell the players. They're all for selling well as long as it's the players that they don't like. If we're selling players they don't like, all for it. The players that are not fan favorites, all for it. But hey, don't touch don't touch or not sell. I mean, sell players we like. Because don't sell a fan favorite. Lord of mercy, no. Lord of mercy, no. The hypocrisy is crazy. It's people. A lot of people are more fans of players than they are the football club. I'm convinced. A lot of people. A lot of people. See, but Sai, you didn't hear the question. I said Manchester United fans. Unfortunately for you, you're a Liverpool fan. You know what I'm saying? Wronging, but here we are. You're my G regardless. What else? His dribbling is good. And what else, Mr. Unknown? What other reasons shouldn't we sell Garnacho? So you said his dribbling is good. What else? List me 4, 5, 6 reasons. I want to know why you think we shouldn't sell Garnacho. I'm going to start him and get to it. I want to hear the other side. The crazy thing is, Man United will recoup the money from out if Garnacho gets sold. Yeah, man, we need to sell him. We really do. Another question, please, Flawless. With Rashford and Garnacho likely gone, do you think there's a chance you actually get Jaden back in the summer, or is he definitely going to Chelsea? He's definitely going Chelsea because they've got an option to buy. Like, it's a wrap. We can't. It's already been set in stone. It's already been set in stone. Yeah, crypto, enjoy, man. Trust me. Just know, man, gotta be consistent. Sell people all the time, man. It's a lot of work. Have to be consistent. Don't worry about numbers. Don't worry about getting guests. Just have a regular schedule, even if it's twice a week. Have a plan, have a regular schedule, and just go from there. And just go live, and the people build it, and the people will show up. Say that all the time. Trust me. Sell Garnacho for 60 million. Let's get revenge for Chelsea for the Mount signing. I hear you. I am Manchester United player FC, but at the same time, I don't like how the club is being run. Ineos is on fraud. Watch for me. Hey, Rasta Socks. Hear you. No complaints. I hear you. How good would Dorgu be in the Prem? Prem is a different league to now. Never watched him? No idea, Mr. Unknown. Can already see Lewis cussing Garnacho every week. You already know Dad's gaming. You already know the vibes. I know you guys work hard. Thanks for the advice, broski. Yeah, man, you already know. And this is the fun part. It's all the stuff afterwards. Getting people for graphics and people for thumbnails and rat-tat-tat and all that type of stuff. I'm tired of this melon fan base crying over Garnacho sale. Big up, Saga Junkie. So Mr. Unknown, he says, I don't know. You got me, to be honest. So why are you saying we shouldn't sell him then? If you don't think he's good, why are you telling me we shouldn't? Why are you in the comment section telling me we shouldn't sell him? Genuine question. I genuinely want to know. People rarely just be saying things to say things in these comment sections. So let's have the conversation, Mr. Unknown. You just like him. Why do you like him? What is it about Garnacho that you like? Let me know. Genuinely, like, I'm asking. And you lot getting an insight into why I don't go back and forth with people like that. Hey, that's gaming. No need for the B word, please. Relax. You know what I'm saying? No need for that. Chill out. Well, yeah, I genuinely want to know why you like him. If you ask me, the only attackers you should keep is Xerxes and Ahmad. The rest need to go, in my humble opinion. Sell everybody. I'm with you on that, AJB. You're going to hear no pushback. Outside of the new signings, Mano, Ahmad, anybody can go. He fits in how? What do you mean? You don't know but he just fits in. Fits in with what? Fits in how? Now, you didn't have to use the B word, that's gaming. Relax. That's where my pushback is. You can ask him that, but you don't have to use the B word. Relax, please. Garnacho has raw talent and scored in the FA Cup final. Elon, are you a United fan? Asking our interest, but big up to Elon. Big up AJB who says, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It really helps Flawless out. It does. Big up. He fits it. Again, Mr. Unknown. He fits in. What does this mean? You like him. Why? 2 questions in one. We're not just going to bypass questions. You said he fits in. Fits in with what? You said you like him. Why do you like him? I'm not even going to push back on what you say. I just genuinely want to know. Because then when I discuss this with others, I get an idea. Nah. Let's not do that. We ain't going to bypass that. You said this. You in my comment section, you said it. Let's have the conversation. Is this not what you said it for? Was we not supposed to have a discourse? Is this not a Q&A? You asked a question, I answered. I'm asking you a question you can answer. Shout out to Elon trolling, man. I respect it, man. I respect it. Speaking of Kobe, how do you feel about the rumors about him wanting 200K a week? Because I think you should pay it before another club does. And personally, I take Kobe in a heartbeat. Kobe's cold. If he was asking for 200K a week, cool. I have no issue. I don't watch pockets. You can ask for whatever you want. I never say you're too greedy. You can ask for whatever you want. Do I think it's smart on Manchester United's part to pay him that? No. Do I believe he wants 200K a week? Probably not. That's just me guessing. I don't think he does. But that's just me guessing on that. I know I wouldn't pay him 200K a week. But again, that's a number that's thrown out there. But we don't know for sure that's what he wants. It's just reports. But I wouldn't pay him that. Yeah, he's a troll, Mr. Mind. All right, Mr. Unknown. In a bit, man. Blessings. See what happens, people. When you try troll and do fool channel for that. This ain't the channel for that. Sorry, I'm not with the nonsense. Flawless, seriously, if you sell Garnacho, then you bring Dorgu, but you must still need 2 other attackers because Anthony, Garnacho, Rashford not available. You need players. Absolutely, we need players. You preaching to the choir. Spot on. Mr. Unknown, I asked you the question again. You said you like Garnacho. What do you like about him? You said he fits in. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm genuinely asking. Yeah, man said I just like him. What does this mean? I want to know. I don't duck no questions, so no one in the chat is ducking questions. If we're having a conversation, we're having a conversation. What are you talking about? You said you like him. Huh? No, you stop not answering. What do you like about Garnacho? I just keep asking. Yeah, my connection just dropped in and out. I'm back now. I like his speed, dribbling, age. Okay, cool. What else? So you like his? So he's quick, he's dribbles, and he's 20 years old, 21. Anything else, or is it just those 3 things? We got here in the end. We need a hell of a lot. Trust me, Elon. Honestly, there are only 5 players I would keep. Everyone else can go. I hear it. So we said speed, age, dribbling. I don't know why I didn't say this in the first place, but all right. Anything else? Or is it just those 3 things? No, I didn't ask you what you don't like. I said, what else? You said speed, age, dribbling. So outside of those 3 things, what else? Flawless, can I please ask you, do you feel you can actually win Europa League with your squad? Because I think you can, but it's going to be difficult. No, I'm not backing this team to do anything, AJB. Game by game basis. We've been scamming results and getting trophies and finishing in the top 4 and top 6 for the longest. Well, for the past 10 years. And we haven't been good in a whole season in probably like 12 years, since 2013. So you're saying 12 years. In 12 years, we've not been good from the start of the season to the end of the season. We've had good moments and good parts of the seasons. And yet we still managed to pick up Europa League, 2 FA Cups, 2 League Cups. So we picked up 5 trophies in 12 years. And we've been ran awful off the pitch as well. And had some terrible managers. Like our last 2 managers, awful. But yet we still managed to pick up trophies and get results and finish 2nd or finish 4th or finish 6th. I'm done with that. Game by game basis. We're paying for our crimes. We've been out here committing crimes for 12 years. We've been committing crimes for 12 years and now we're paying for it. We was in the courtroom. We thought we was going to get off like we always have. And the lawyer looked at us and was like, nah, we ain't getting off this one. And the judge went, sentence you to 25 to life, and now we paying for our crimes, man. We got hit with the RICO case. None. So you want him to stay because he's good at dribbling, he's quick, and he's 20 years old. So that's what big. So if you can stay at Manchester United if you're good at 3 things in your opinion. All right. Fair enough. That's your level. That's your bar. Fair enough. He said, "Oh, this is where you gauge it, people." Man said he's good at 3 things and he wants him to stay at the football club. Yeah, Rangers, we should have been out of sight in that Rangers game. But we missed the whole heap of chances. I know it's a bit early, but Flawless, do you think City could be out of the Champions League? Absolutely. Absolutely. That Club Brugge game is not going to be easy for them. Do I think they win? Yes. Unfortunately, I think they do win. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I think they do win. However, if Club Brugge got a goal up, because the draw's not good enough, that place can become toxic. Or even if they're a goal up, City or 2 goals up, they've dropped leads before. We've seen it all this season. I said, Flawless, you ever need a left back at your club? Zinchenko is available for only 30 million. Nah, I'm good. Big up to Just Ray, man. Big up Flawless and everyone else. Big up, man. Would you play Collier more than Mano? No, but I wouldn't play. I'd play Collier in the pivot ahead of Mano. Mano should be playing as a 10. That's what I would say. Mano's the better player, like the more talented player. Playing Mano as a 10. Now, it doesn't depend on the PSG Stuttgart game. If they lose that, if they don't win, they're out. They're literally 2 points off of 24th. 1 second. Let me pull up the table. They don't win, they're out. Because they're currently, they're on 8 points. Stuttgart in 24th are on 10. They draw, they're out. They have to win. It's must win. Mr. Unknown says he's got talent, bro. What talent does he have then? I asked you to name his attributes. You said he's got speed and dribbling. What of it does that constitute talent? What else does he have talent? What else is he talented at? Because I've asked you this now repeatedly, and all you've come up with is, in terms of on the pitch, is speed and dribbling. So what else is he good at? What talent does he have? Hey, big up Damien, man. Enjoy your match as well. Big up, big up. Big up. Flawless, can I ask you, please, what do you think of my fan base saying we are not out of the League Cup? Because for me, it's done. Hopium, man. Hopium. That's what that is. It's done. You lot ain't going to St. James's and winning. You're going out of the competition. Again, Unknown, you got it wrong. I asked you a question first. Answer my question. Simple as that. Answer my question. You said he's talented. What is he talented at? Flawless, still Real Madrid can make top 8, but they need so many results to go their way. Let me see where they're at, actually. Because they're currently 12 points. Yeah, they would need results to go their way. But they're only 1 point off of 8th, and they're 16th. Mazza. Looking there, yeah, they battered Salzburg 5-1. I said Barcelona, please. Barcelona. Oh, yeah, because you're in top 8. How long will it be when United are back to challenging? Who knows? Hey, SG, you're my guy. I don't want no players from Arsenal. I'm good. I don't want nothing from you, look. Let's see what else you lot are saying. I just want to know. He said he's talented, so I want to know what he's talented at. Because he named 2 attributes. Because being 20 years old is not a talent. So he's good at dribbling and he's quick. And I'm not even disputing those two things. I just want to know what else what is he talented at? See how man try to ask me questions. When I ask them questions they don't like. No, it's that. No, it's how that is. No, it's how I don't duck nothing. It is. No, it is. Was he? Yo, relax, man. When quiet, it's like, oh, people just be in the chat, just watch. If you want to have genuine conversation, let's have genuine conversation. When these solo Q&As, I've been here before. I do this, like, all right, we'll have it back and forth. But you lot continue to get your questions in. Doesn't have to be on Garnacho. Doesn't have to be Dorgu. Doesn't have to be Manchester United related. Give me another team in the Premier League. Maybe certain Champions League related. That is absolutely fine. If you're a member of the channel, your question will take priority like a super chat. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. So I will start your question and I'll get to it and I'll answer it first if you are a member. Same if you super chat as well. Same thing, people. And let's run up the likes as well. Thoughts on Jonathan David? Barely watched him. Barely watched him. So I can't really comment. When I've watched him, yeah, he's done okay. I think I've seen him in, what did he play in? Copa America. Copa America. See, the thing is, you got to be a... Yeah, don't block him. Don't block no one, man. No one ain't said nothing wild. Don't block him. Don't block him. Don't block no one. You lot. Unless they wilding out, don't block him. There's no time no one out unless it's Ryan. See, the thing is, you got to be objective. I like Garnacho, but the money we're being quoted, got to sell. He's a squad player at best at the moment, so get the funds and upgrade with the Osherman or Jokeritz. I hate you, Canadian camp. It's got to go. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Oh, did you know that Odegaard scored his first open play goal against Zagreb since April 2024? That is crazy. That is crazy work. That is mad. Flawless, please explain to Chelsea fans like Ma, Lewis, CP why they have to buy Garnacho. I've been trying to tell them, but they ain't trying to hear it. They ain't trying to hear it. They don't know about Puskas winning, Copa America winning, FA Cup winning, League Cup winning, Alejandro Garnacho. So we move. Where do I think Forest end up the season? Top 7. When they finish top 7. So I'd say. I don't think they finish top 4. Somewhere but 6th or 7th around that. No Garnacho news today. We ain't getting him karma. Yo, man, you're going to get Alejandro. He's going to be playing, you know what I'm saying, next to or in front of the guy in your Avi, man. Caicedo. There you go, that South American link-up. Got Enzo, Caicedo, Garnacho. The list goes on. The list goes on. Yeah, around 6 or 7. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Jonathan David is available for £17 million this month. I can't believe no Premier League club is after him, especially my club asked. All right, you lot in the chat. What is he like? Like Jonathan David, style-wise. So not skill. I'm not asking you who he's better than or who he's worse than. Profile. What is he like? Who's he like from a profile perspective? That's what I want to know. If United keep the value at 50, 60 million and don't drop it and Garnacho stays, is that a chance missed? Humongous fumble. Humongous. This will just clarify to me what idiots we have in charge. If you're not, the fact that we haven't sold him already is crazy. 50 million is an absolute steal for us. Phenomenal sale. 50 M's. Game gone. 50 M's. Get him gone. What we talk? I'm 30 million I'm taking. I'm taking 20 M's for him. Talking about it's Garnacho. You are losing nothing. Nothing of note. You're not losing anything of note whatsoever. Taking 10 million for him. Absolutely limited player. Excels at nothing. Technically, physically, excels at nothing. Zero. Does nothing. If we list physical attributes, technical attributes, from a scale of 0 to 20, there's nothing he's 15 or above at. Nothing. Nothing. Mentally, he's got it because he's a hard worker and he's a willing runner. That he has. That is it. That's all he has. But technically, technical attributes and physical attributes, nothing. On a scale of 0 to 20, we'll take it to Football Manager. On a scale of 0 to 20, what does he excel at? Someone tell me, is there anything he's 16 or above at? Yeah, I thought of this. Yeah, I read this out. Big up Warrior J about United and the Patrick Dorgu deal. Sell him. I can't believe that teams are offering. I can't believe there's two teams in Napoli and Chelsea of that level interested in him, to be honest. I can't. It's like us signing Mount or Arsenal signing Havertz certain deals. I'm like, you've watched him play at another team and you say, yeah, that it's just, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. There's nothing on the eye test or nothing on the stat test that says, yeah, go get Alejandro Garnacho. Why? Makes no sense. Sell him. Sell him. Hey, big up the OG Bajan Pops, man. Big up. Oh, he's like a threat. Hey, did you lot ban Mr. Unknown? Don't ban him, man. Unban him. You might not have banned him. Run up the likes, people. What does anyone excel at 20? Big up Elon, man. Great trolling, man. Great trolling. I never seen this fan base against the player so much than Garnacho, by the way. Because he's rubbish. He's rubbish. Let's just be honest, man. And we asking for 60. Eddie how we fumbled his fucking dick. Sell him. Sell him. Now. What are we waiting for? Sell him. That being said, run up the likes. We're only at 55, man. Let's get us up to 70 likes, people. Get us up to 70 likes. What are we doing, man? Sell him. And subscribe if you're new. Please subscribe if you're new. Recently hit 14K. We are going to do the 15K party. And there will be the United Chelsea show tonight and the United Spurs show tonight as well, people. Getting both those shows. United Chelsea and United Spurs. All right, 1 second. Soccer Junkie, I don't get it. Yeah, that's all I seen him. Yeah, in the Copa America, and he was okay. Nah, RX, sorry. You lot want him, so you lot take him. And it's not even SG, it's not because he said fans don't care about the eye test as soon as the club signs a dead player. Fans will blindly back the player instead of being truthful that they're rubbish. Thing is, even if he had stats, even if he put up goals and assists like that, you go, all right, there's something to it. The stats tell you he's rubbish. Man played 50 games last season and scored 10 goals. Granted, not all starts, but 10 in 50. 1 in 5. How many get in the league? 6 in 30? 6 in 32? What are we doing, man? What are we doing out here? People want to keep him. That's what I want to know. That's why I was asking Mr. Unknown. Did you lot block him? Anyhow, you lot blocked him, man. I'm going to start taking away mod privileges, man. I'll be blocking people in the midst of what's going on. Or did he just disappear? Nah, man. Take him. You can take him and his bro. I don't hate the player, but 70 million and also his brother. Nah, I'm okay with that. Fuck that. Man said Palmer won't get 10 Prem goals. It was crazy. Oh, is he talking my shit? All right, Faz. I missed it. I must have missed it. Faz. Was he talking mad shit to me and you lot or just me? Now, if he was talking mad shit, block him again. Yeah. Block him. My bad. Don't unblock him. Block him. If he was talking, I just didn't see it. Yeah. I just didn't see it. Yeah, ban him again. Yeah, ban him again. That's what happens though. When you verbally can't, you can't coexist. You verbally can't keep up. Then you have to go personal. Yeah, that's what it is. The same people hating Garnacho for his lack of stats love Sancho, but Sancho is a better player overall. That's the difference. That Garnacho can actually create for himself. He can actually create for others. Yeah, when you get embarrassed publicly, that'll do that to you. I get it. Flawless question. Please, what do you make of most people if Forest win the league, the whole Big Six? Need to sack their managers because I hear it. Yeah, Forest ain't winning the league though. But Forest are having a phenomenal season. Flawless, we old now. That man called me Unk on stream the other day. That it hits hard. I've accepted it because I am. Like at first I was against it. Like H, my nephew in the chat, when he first called me, I was like, huh? And he was like, I'm 17. Fast. I can't argue with that. Like, I've been watching football longer than he's been alive. Like, I can't. My only rule is though, Cam, because I know we are around the same age. I'm like, if you're 22 or above, you can't be calling me Unc. If you're 21 or below, cool. Or you can't be 22 or 25 or something, calling me Unc. That's gaming 25. You can't be calling me Unc. Yeah, he's like 17. Something like that. Because when he first called me Unc and he's calling me, I was like, yeah. Plus, it is a sign of respect, though. It is a sign of respect. Because I personally wouldn't call anyone Unc that I don't have respect for. Yes, I run bants and jokes with it. Bear with me 1 second. So that's what I'd say. Bear with me, people. But yeah, like, that's what it is. But yeah, no man can be 25 and that. Him calling me Unc or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Sheik, yeah. See, SG 20. Nah, you can't be 28 and call no, because that's not it. Like, nah. I say, if you're 21 and below, you call me Unc, and we're actually cool. No issues with that. H does it. Who else? Someone did it on back again. I was like, wait, how old are you? And he was like, I'm 21. I was like, you know what? Fairs. I was like, that works. I was like, fairs. Not even gonna argue it down. Flawless, I think for Forest will finish top 4 because they got a good defense and they're playing good, and Chelsea City have defensive issues. All right, Si, let me ask you, who's your top 4? You got top 4. Let me know. Genuinely, I was interested. I said Flawless was 21 and 92. You know, man is a joker. Imagine I was. Look how good if I was that old, how good I look. If I was 21 and 92. Look at me properly. Damn. Out here glowing. Even with no shape up. What are we talking about? Hey, RX, how old are you about you calling me Unc? How old are you though? How trust me you look. United have spent a week trying to sign Dorgu. Glinios are frauds, not gonna lie. They're frauds anyway, Elon. I hear you on that. They're frauds. You know what? You're 18. Fairs. Hey, look at everyone popping out. Again, to you, how old are you? I say, no grown man gonna be calling me Unc. You aren't gonna be 25, 26. I appreciate this, SG. You look like you're in your late 20s, Flawless. That's why I don't mind the age. It depends on how you aging. Long you aging like wine and not milk, calm. That's it. And I look good. And you know who told me that? Me. That's what it is. Trudon says, I'm 36. Depends to who. What's wrong with being called uncle? One day you'll reach there, Flawless. Darkro, you just got here. I have no issue with it. Apart from how old the person is saying it to me. You ain't going to be 25 calling me Unc. No, not in the slightest. Scratch that. Forget all that. See, Wasp is 22. Too old to be calling me Unc. I call you son, Flawless. I'm 42. Yeah, you can't call me son. I'm old. You're not old enough to be my pops. You're not old enough to be my dad. To be honest, I didn't know Flawless was an Unc before you was younger, my bro. Hey, man, black don't crack for true Lucian. You know what I'm saying? They don't. Yeah, crazy work, you know. He's not old enough to be my pops. That's the maddest part. I said our teenagers calling me Unc. It's crazy. Trudon is lying. He said, what? Trudon 65? How old Trudon? Trudon ain't 65. No way is Trudon 65. Flawless, how many wins do you think City can get in the next 8 games? I'm 50. I'll call you son. Not even at 50, you're not fuzzy. You ain't old enough to be calling. Nope. You ain't old enough. Yeah, Sheik, son's mad offensive to you lot because of how you lot use it stateside. You lot be like, yeah, you don't know me, son. You don't know me. It's like, that's offensive. You don't see me, son. Like, that's why. It's different over here. Over there is, yeah. But yeah, I'm not hearing that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you my dad's age, yeah. I'm not hearing that. Gotta be my dad's age. And then even now, I'm like, yeah. I call you Unc. But that'd be weird. That's weird for me calling people Unc. But yeah, you gotta be my uncles and pops ages. And 50 ain't old enough. City next 8 games. Chelsea at home, Bruges at home, Arsenal away, Leighton Orient away, Newcastle at home, Liverpool at home, Spurs away. Is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then Forest away is the 8th. Yo, outside of Newcastle at home, Leighton Orient, I think they get 3 wins. Bruges, Orient, Newcastle. I think they draw to Chelsea. Arsenal, I can see beating them. I think Liverpool move to them. And I think they lose to Spurs and draw against Forest. That's what I'd say. And draw against Forest. Hey, Sai, less of this. Because you like 20-something. No. What we doing? My top 6, Liverpool, Arsenal, Forest, Newcastle, Chelsea, City. That's in order, right? So you got Liverpool winning the league, Arsenal 2nd, Forest 3rd, Newcastle. Oh, Forest and Newcastle 3rd and 4th. All right. Okay. That's crazy work. All right. Newcastle, Chelsea. And actually, I'm an uncle in real, like in genuine in life as well, as you lot know, because you lot see my niece running around at times. Yeah, hey, been known as uncle for decades. Even my co-workers call me old man. Exactly. Can't be calling me uncle and I'm 26. Bear in mind, I'm not 26, but I'm saying that's the equivalent. That's it. No one to why we gotta be cool. Like I'm not just gonna have a random person calling me unk. We gotta be cool. Why isn't the United PSR situation transparent? Why don't the media explain it? You know why, Elon? Because most people don't know what they're talking about. I say this all the time. Most people don't know the inner workings of what's going on at Manchester United and at PSR. All we get is reports. We get reports, oh, player was X amount, sole player for X amount, etc. We don't know the inner workings. That's what it is. But how many journalists are clued up on PSR like that? Like actually took time out of their day to study exactly what PSR is. Most of them might don't even know what PSR stands for. How does it work? Is that a calendar year, etc., etc.? Like and all them stuff. Like, what are we talking about? Right, I'm looking here. 1 second. What is I don't even know what PSR is. Okay, what's this? PSR. Clubs avoid profit and sustainability charges for 21 to 24. Like, when does it kick in? All this stuff. I even care as much. That's why. When's the City Arsenal game, by the way? It is. 1 second. Hold up. They play 2nd of February. So not this match day weekend, the weekend after. They got some big games. Damn. It's mad. I think Castle could get a draw against them. Potentially. It's just the way I seen them get ran through. It's Mazzo. No, ain't calling me granddad because I'm not at granddad age. If I'm at granddad age, cool. When I'm here, some platinums in the beard, wear to Veta, platinums in the hair. Like, I'll hear it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm of that age. Yeah, unk age. Scratch all that. It's a fan's duty to understand PSR so that the owners don't take the piss. Our owners I don't trust our owners anyway, Elon. So no. It makes no difference to me whatsoever. Our owners been take the piss. I don't like our owners. Don't like the Glazers. Don't like Ineos. So me understanding PSR makes no difference whatsoever to me. Do you think Mamouche will hit the ground running at City? No idea. Never watched Mamouche play. Heard great things about him. I heard he's a talented player. But I don't know enough about him. I don't believe in this PSR BS. You know why? Because you can just, take the charges. Lex was going off about this. Lex was going mad about this. Well, not mad about this, but had a rant about this. He was like, run me my charges. Break the rules. If it means success on the pitch, break the rules. City did it. And they cool, comfy. 115 charges, what? You know what I'm saying? PSR is being used as an excuse to not buy Amorim's players. Well, that's on them. They want to use that as an excuse. Let them. Because there's no excuse. There's no excuse they can tell me I accept. There's zero excuse. When Manchester United, you can sign players. If you want to. Hey, big up Grim. He says yoga fire, Dalsim settings. Who's Dalsim settings? What's the fab tweet? You can't say fab tweet and not quote the tweet. What's going on? Look at Forest now, charges, and now they up. Yeah, we'd all take 115 charges for a Premier League title, right? Someone tell, hey, to anyone, whoever you support, whoever you in the chat, would you take 115 charges for a Premier League title? Because ain't shit gonna happen to City apart from a fine. Break the law. That's why it's fuck PSR. What are we doing? That's why I don't care about it. Fuck it. Our second bid ain't enough apparently for who? Dorgu. Yeah, 115 for six. I'm just saying, I'd take it for one. I'd take 115 charges for one Premier League, never mind 6. As would we all would. So PSI that's why I don't care about PSI. Do what needs to be done. Thank you, RY, man. Appreciate it. Real one. Lecce board insist on €40 million package for Patrick Dorgu to Manchester United, or he won't be allowed to leave in January. The Italian club hope to keep the player up until the summer. I'm guessing this is Fabrizio Romano. So they want €40 million, which is what's 40 million euros in pounds? 33 million. Pay them the money. Pay them the money. That's nothing. Pay I'd say is this is it, Kaneki. 115 charges, 6 league titles, 3 FA Cups, 1 Champions League, 1 Super Cup, and 3 League Cups. Run me my charges for that. Cool. That's why I don't hear about PSR or any of this nonsense. Yes. And nothing even, like I said, I'm back again. And you lot, please don't let me forget, because we had this conversation. What was the conversation? When I was saying, you lot will remember, this was months back, and I was saying nothing will happen to them. And people were super chatting, talking about the FA don't run things like a lemonade stand and blah blah blah. What's happened to Manchester City? Why is it all gone quiet? Nothing gonna happen to them. Nothing's gonna happen to them of note. They're gonna get fined. There's gonna be no ban, no dot points, no relegation, 115 charges, Worst case scenario, they get a record fine of what's a record fine? 20 million? Would that be a record fine? I can't think of a club getting that, but let's say 20 M's. What are we doing out here? What are we talking about? Flawless is Dorgu a starter. We need a left wing back and a 10. He's a left wing back, Mohammed. So yes, he's a starter. It depends on what charges and what foul they've done. Why is it taking so long, Si, is my question. Why is it all quiet? I swear, was it not supposed to be starting in February? Was it not? What are we talking about? To Carmel says, I can't lie. Dorgu looks suspect. Just put Alvaro in the bag. Do you watch Lecce, my guy? Genuinely asking. Do you watch Lecce week in, week out? Man City brings the revenue for Premier League. Why would they get charged? Exactly. Why would I, as someone who's running a business, potentially devalue my business by getting rid of one of my biggest assets, one of my biggest money makers? Let's say there's 6. Let's say the 5 are in front. Let's say United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Spurs all generate more money than them. They're still a valuable asset. They're still 4-time champions of the league. They're a Champions League winner too. They bring eyeballs to my product. Maybe not as many as the other sides, but they bring eyeballs to my product. They help me with regards to revenue, TV deals, all across the globe. Why am I going to relegate them? Because they cheated. That hits my pockets if I get rid of Manchester City, because now I've got one less team to sell very well. No one ain't replacing what City have done in regards to their VAR. Let's say they're 6. Just hypothetically, like I said, let's say they're 6. How would I get rid of that? Does that make sense? Does that make any type of sense? And we know the FA don't charge anybody. When have they ever charged anybody? Like the whole thing that happened with Roman and Chelsea, that was the government got involved. The UK government got involved. What are we talking about here? So Waspy says 40 million for Dorgu. Now, I'll ask you the same question. Do you watch Lecce week in, week out? Like, I'm genuinely asking these questions to you and Cornmeal. Is there anyone here who's watching not Serie A, Lecce week in, week out? To say what he's worth and what he's not worth. I genuinely want to know. Oh, yeah, I know you do, Kaneki. I'm asking others. It's like Vince McMahon firing The Rock or Hulk Hogan if they got charged for a DUI back in the day. Exactly. Punish them, yes. Some form of fine. But you ain't getting rid of The Rock or Hulk Hogan, who's one of your biggest assets. I've watched 4 games, and based on what I've watched, he has some defensive lapses, but attacking-wise, decent. 4 games is not enough to make a fair assessment on someone. That is unfair. That is very, very unfair. Supreme. Unfair to say so. See what I'm talking about? We're saying he's not worth something of 4 matches. And did you watch the 4 full games? Were they back-to-back? Were they recent? What 4 games? Let me actually pull up Lecce's fixtures. 1 second. And this is, and bear in mind, people, I'm not saying he is or he isn't worth it. I'm simply saying I don't know because I don't watch him. As most people don't watch him. Because most people ain't watching. Where do you even watch Lecce games? So someone let me know what games they're watching. His last 4 Lecce games were Cagliari, Empoli, Genoa, and Como. No, I don't. But at the times, so what 4 games did you watch, Waspy? I'm genuinely asking, what 4 games was it? You're a true man of football as well. To be watching Lecce, I can't lie. To be watching relegation battle in Lecce is crazy. So how recent was this? Or was this at the start of the season? Are Lecce even on the Fire Stick? I wouldn't know where to find Lecce versus Cagliari. Genuinely. I don't think anybody, take out the aliens, Kaneki, Jez, Steve, aliens. Who's sitting down and going, yeah, let's go find Lecce games to watch? So all the games that are going on, Cornmeal, all the games, and you said, let me go watch Lecce versus Cagliari is what you're telling me. This is all the football that's going on. Because bear in mind, Italy, because who do you support? Who's that in your Avi? That's United. So Lecce play at certain times the same time as us. And other Premier League games. So you're not watching Premier League, you're watching Lecce. You're watching relegation battle in Lecce rather than watch Arsenal versus Manchester City or Bournemouth versus Forest or Chelsea versus Villa. And now we're saying people like, let's just be honest. Like what we do, 4 games. No flawless today. There is no football like today. Torino and Cagliari is playing today. Okay. And are you watching Torino and Cagliari today? Like I said, you said you watched him 4 times. So to me, watching someone 4 times is very, very unfair. He could have had 4 of his best games, and then you'd think he was world class or top class. 4 of his worst games, and you think he's terrible. 4 average games, and he's 4. You think TV are gonna play Lecce versus Pat? Man, just out here just capping, man. This is just, come on, man. We're doing too much. Man already said he's watching 4 games, but this ain't even aimed at you. Was Cornmeal? Where you gone? Don't think I forgot. What games did you watch? You man, tell me, who did Lecce play against? Because that counts. Did they play top Italian teams? Did they play mid-table? Did they play? Because bear in mind, he's in a relegation battle inside. So who are Lecce? So who did you watch him against? To Wasp and to Cornmeal, how many games have you watched him? I respect it, man. Man are out here watching Lecce. It's crazy. But I do respect it. Man, today go and watch Torino versus Cagliari. It's mad. Torino versus Cagliari, you know. But man, I've watched him 4 matches and said he's not good. 4 games, you know. Scouts, professional scouts will watch a player for an entire season to gauge if the player is good or not. But 4 games is enough for people to go, yeah, he ain't worth the money. 4 games with 0 context. 4 games that might not even been back-to-back. 4 games that could have been against tough opposition. Bear in mind, they're a relegation battle inside. And this is not me saying Dorgu is the answer. I'm just saying I don't know. You know why? Because I don't watch Lecce. It's not even about no patience. It's about people making sweeping statements surrounding him. How a man in the chat telling me, Gemini, he's not worth the money and haven't watched him for a season. They even watched him for half a season. Man ain't watched him 18 league games. And our man are telling me they watch Lecce. Nah, you don't watch Lecce on a regular basis. We all know this. That's why I asked the question. That's why I didn't, what's it called? Ask the question. I mean, that's why I asked the question, sorry. And pulled up their fixture list. So it's their previous games with Cagliari, Empoli, Genoa, Como, Lazio, Monza. And then before that, they played Roma, Juventus, Venezia, Empoli again, and Bologna at the start of the month. But like I said, professional scouts will watch said player for at least half a season, but 4 games is enough. All right. Hey, big up, Grim. Exactly. That's why I'm not hearing from anybody that he's not worth the money. I'm not hearing from anybody that he is worth the money. I'm not hearing either. You know why? Because we ain't watched him. We can make assessments of highlights and the odd fixtures, but I'm not hearing any sweeping statements saying he's worth the money or he's not worth the money. Because you ain't watch Lecce on a regular basis. So how are we making sweeping statements? I have an idea. I don't like the look of him. That I'm cool with. I don't like certain attributes he has. That's cool. I like certain attributes he has. That's cool. No issue with those 2 things. Attribute-wise, because you can gauge those things. You can gauge those things. The market is inflated. 40 million for a 20-year-old win back in a relegation battle team is nuts, flawless. No, it's not worse because we don't. What is the level of the player? Is the player worth 40 million? Is the player worth 40 million? Something you don't know or something I don't know. You know why? Because neither of us have watched him on a regular basis. So how this statement is incorrect. Because we don't know how good he is. And this is, again, not me saying he is good. I simply don't know. So I'm not hearing sweeping statements about he's not worth the money for a player you haven't watched. Ain't watched him for half a season. A man are telling me, nah, he's no good. How you know? How? I ain't sitting down watching Lecce versus Cagliari and Lecce versus Genoa and Como and Monza on a weekly basis and Verona. Stop it. Most people. I even just aimed at Wasp, but that's most people. Stop it. No. Can't even name me 5 Lecce players, but people are sat down watching Lecce week in, week out. Sure. When there's other Premier League football going on at the same time with their team playing or rivals playing. And if they're not in my watch-along chat, they'll be in someone else's watch-along chat commenting. All right. Okay. And that excludes the aliens. Again, there's aliens. Kinekis, Jez, Steve. Aliens. Not including the extraterrestrial football fans. And that's meant complimentary. It was all 3 people I mentioned are my guys. They're the exceptions to the rule. And it's people who fall into that category. Yeah, Kaneki, you're not involved in that. If we get Dorgu, are we going to need a ready-made wing back for him to learn from? Not if Dorgu's ready. Dorgu could be ready. We simply, Cornmeal, don't know. Most of us don't know. Kaneki can answer. You know why? Because he watches Lecce week in, week out. Steve can answer. You know why? Because he'll watch Lecce week in, week out. Not necessarily live, but then man will go back and watch them teams. Because you know what's crazy about Patrick Dorgu? Jez mentioned him like 18 months ago. Kaneki was talking about him last year. Steve was talking about him last year. Jez posted a tweet in a group chat of him talking about Patrick Dorgu. And it was like 18 months ago. 16 months ago. Something crazy like that. So them man watch. Because it wasn't only until Manchester United got interested, people all of a sudden know about Patrick Dorgu and want to know about Lecce. All right. Okay. Come on, man. We just got to start being honest. Yes. Facts. I don't watch it enough. Fairs. It's crazy, Mohammed. I don't get it. People want to be top tier, pretend they're right or believe. I don't get it. To write off a player, I just wouldn't do it. I'm not barefaced enough to write off a player and say he's not worth X when I haven't seen him. I haven't watched him play enough. But man will say I've watched him 4 games and say he's not worth 40 million. How? And he could be rubbish. He might not be worth 10 M's. He might join Manchester United and be absolutely dreadful. And then it's like, you know what? We got that one wrong. Or we could join and he's okay. Or we could join and be great. We simply don't know. Man are trying to tell me the film is terrible and only have watched the trailer. Man ain't seen the film. The film all 2.5 hours long. Man watched a 2-minute trailer and tell me oh, it's terrible. Now you can gauge what the film's going to be like from the trailer. You can watch a trailer and go, yeah, I think this film would be terrible. That's cool. I'm not hearing no sweeping statements. Imagine I told you, look, Deadpool and Wolverine the new Captain America is terrible. And then you lot are like, have I seen it? No. You lot will crucify me for that. If I told you, look, the new Captain America is terrible, or the new Sonic, for example, is dreadful, and then you asked me if I'd seen it, and I said, no, you man would all look at me like I'm crazy. So why don't we do that with players? What's the difference? Well, I've seen the trailer. Seen a 4-minute trailer. Seen 2 to 3 trailers. Because there's multiple trailers leading up. So I've seen 3 or 4 trailers. But the film's all 2.5 hours long. 3 hours long. We gotta start having conversations. Come on. Exactly. Man would look at me like I'm absolutely batshit crazy if I said that. If I told you and I've watched it, if I said, oh, the Penguin series is woeful. Well, how much have you watched of it? I've seen 1 episode. Well, it's 12 episodes long, however it is. So you've seen 12. You lot will crucify me for that. But man will say, oh, he's not worth it. How? Sweeping statements from where? All right. All right. Do you think if Klopp had stayed, he would have had Liverpool in his position? Yeah, probably. Because I think Liverpool are just very good and everybody else is just supremely just so underwhelming or terrible. So probably, yeah. Yeah, man. Sometimes, man, you got to break it down our why, man. Like, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. Where people will make sweeping statements. And this ain't just Wasp and Cornmeal. Just in general. I'm like, now if it's a player from the Premier League, I hear it. Like a Cunha, you can do that. Like, I hear that. Like, we can make an assessment on Cunha because we watch Cunha like that. Or I can speak for me. I've watched Cunha enough to go, hey, you know what? I rate him or I don't. Or Anthony Robertson, for example. Or a Kai Havertz. Or Nicholas Jackson. Or a Garnacho, for example. But I don't Chelsea fans want Garnacho. Because they've watched him. Lewis, prime example, he's watched enough United games. This are why. The analogy can go on and you can use different things. I don't want to go Paris. It isn't nice. Have you ever been? If you haven't, respectfully, yeah, that's like me telling you, why, hey, you know what? Don't go Amsterdam. It's terrible. And you go to me, have you been Amsterdam? And I say no. You gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Hey, Paddy B, big up, man. Big up. Big up Flawless in the chat. Big fan from Battle of the North and Troopsy Shows. Keep up the good work. Hey, Pat, I appreciate that, man. But we're going to close out and redirect to Sheik. He's live right now. Stretford Chronicles. Sheik's over there. The lovely Sunshine's over there. You got a couple others on there as well. So all I need you lot to do is put Sarcasm City TV raid in the chat, people. All I need you lot to do is do that. Let me set this up. Okay, let me set this up. Where's his chat? Where's the... All right, let's see. Yo, YouTube Studio at times be having a mare. Be having an absolute mare. Boom. That's saved. Boom. Would you take Diblin to replace Garnacho? Absolutely, yes. Even though Garnacho's left-sided 10, even though he plays right, he's played right at times, and Diblin's right-sided 10, yes. Because Diblin would be cheap, great squad depth. Yes, I would take Diblin. Southampton about to be relegated. You could probably pick him up for 10 million or something like that. Christopher Nkunku is a potential target for Manchester United, and talks have been held between intermediaries. Chelsea do not want to sell the player. That's from Sky Cover and Melissa Reddy _ as well. Interesting. So it seems we're trying to get, according to this, not only a wing back, but also a 10, please. Run me a 10 and a wing back. Run me a 10 and a wing back for that left-hand side, man. If we get a left hand and get a wing back, helps us so much. And then Nkunku's a prime example, even though he's been at Chelsea. I have no idea how good he is. I've barely seen him play. I didn't watch him before he got here, and he's not really played at Chelsea. He seems like a decent player at Chelsea, like technically sound, but I ain't watched him like that. But yes, we're going to close out anyway. Love to everyone that's locked in. Run up the likes, please. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. We're back live on here, 9 p.m. UK time. Man United podcast meets the Ballers at the Bridge podcast. So that's the Manchester United Chelsea podcast. And then following that, we'll be doing the Man United Talking at Tottenham Talk podcast, where it's the Manchester United Tottenham Hotspur show, where we talk all things United and all things Spurs. But big up to everyone in the chat. Big up all the mods, big up all the members, big up all the regulars, big up all the new people. Much appreciated. Shout out to anyone watching this back. I know I've not updated the audio platforms in a minute, but big up to everyone on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. Don't forget, I will update that probably today. This show, people, and all the other shows you see on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs and fan calling shows, are available on all audio platforms. So Spotify, 5-star us on there. Type in Sarcasm City TV. 5-star us on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts as well, SoundCloud. Because maybe you're out and about and YouTube be using up all your mobile data. You want to listen to the show? Go to Spotify. Type in Sarcasm City TV. Go to iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Type in Sarcasm City TV. Go to SoundCloud. Type in Sarcasm City TV, or go to wherever podcasts are listed. Anywhere there's audio podcast listed, type in Sarcasm City TV, and all the shows on the YouTube channel will pop up. Again, apart from watch-alongs and Talk Your Ish, the fan calling show as well. So let me drop the Spotify. And don't forget, go follow the playback as well, people. It's a lot of information, but I know you lot have got it. I know you lot are going on point. You lot are very smart and intelligent people, by Ryan. So I know you lot run smoke. Let me actually put this up. Big on my G, Daryl, as well, man. Shout out to Daryl every single time. And get over to the Sarcasm City TV playback, because that's where you get Premier League watch-alongs, Champions League, also get NBA watch-alongs over there, UFC, boxing, Formula One. Head over to the Sarcasm City TV playback. You download the app for absolutely free, create an account for absolutely free, and then the same way you watch and comment on YouTube is the exact same on the playback. It's the exact same on the playback, people. So get over, or just go to www.playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. That's www.playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Love these solo Q&As as well. Get some ish off my chest. But you see it there. It's in the chat. It's on the screen. Sarcasm City TV, Spotify. Just mentioned it. Sarcasm City TV playback as well. So big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. We're going to redirect over to Chic, people. And this has been Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Solo edition. Live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. And put Sarcasm City TV raid in Sheik's chat and run up the likes and hit the subscribe button. Salute.